I was about to start setting up my camera so that I could review Goodbye Christopher Robin, but then this news broke and I was like, that can wait. Then I looked down at my shirt and I realized, it's a sign. Alright, so big Star Wars news broke today. So you have Rian Johnson, the director of Star Wars Episode 8, who also directed the movie Looper, which was awesome. A couple episodes of Breaking Bad that were awesome. He also directed this movie called Brick, which I heard is good, but I haven't seen it, so I can't really comment on it. Anyways, we're all excited for The Last Jedi, and today they announced that Rian Johnson is spearheading a new trilogy of Star Wars movies. When I first heard that, I was like, okay. Alright, let's see where this goes. Then I actually read the news report, and it turns out it's not going to be episode numbers. We're not continuing with the Skywalker saga, but they're going to be a trilogy of movies that are completely separate from that, and it's going to be exploring a new corner of the Star Wars galaxy that we've never seen before. My fears were initially, I was like, oh, he's doing a new trilogy. Does that mean episodes 10, 11, 12? In which case, I don't want my, 10, 11, and 12 trilogy to come too close to the 7, 8, and 9 trilogy, because after episode 9, I am hoping that Star Wars kind of cools down for a second, takes a little bit of a breather in between episodes. But the more that I read about this whole news, the more excited I got, because Rian Johnson, again, he's a great director. Looper, Breaking Bad, and Brick. I'll watch it someday. Star Wars has gotten some bad press recently about their directors, with Gareth Edwards pretty much being fired off of Rogue One, and Lord and Miller definitely being fired off of Han Solo, and Colin Trevorrow leaving Star Wars Episode 9. Rian Johnson was always like, he was the darling of Lucasfilm. He was always the one where they were like, yeah, Last Jedi is on track, we're all loving it, Rian's doing a great job. Like, I don't think I've heard anything bad about the production of The Last Jedi. It's just going as smoothly as a movie can go. So it makes sense that Lucasfilm will want to bring him back. Now, what area of the Star Wars universe is he exploring? A lot of people are theorizing the Old Republic. I think it could be the Old Republic, but I'm not quite sold on that. Now, first off, the reason that I think it won't be the Old Republic is because, again, in the news report, they said that it's going to be a corner of the Star Wars galaxy that has never been explored before. We've seen what's in the Old Republic. We have video games and stuff. So, like, the Old Republic has been explored. But the reason that I think it could be the Old Republic is because Disney, in their new canon, hasn't explored it. So are they talking about something that's never been explored in the realm of Disney Star Wars? Because that could be completely different. As far as I know, the most canonically concrete thing in the Star Wars galaxy right now is the Phantom Menace. I'm not positive anything goes past that. If there is something canon that goes beyond episode 1, like before Phantom Menace, let me know down in the comments. I'm sure something exists. But to my knowledge, episode 1 is the start right now. So it's possible that it'll go further back and that it'll go into the Old Republic, but I'm not quite sold on that. Would I want to see it? Yeah. But I'm not going to get my hopes up on that quite yet. We also got the news that Rian Johnson is writing and directing the first of this trilogy. We don't know who's doing the sequels, and I'm not going to speculate on who I want to do the sequels because we haven't even finished our trilogy that we're on right now. We're on movie 1 of 3 of that trilogy. Let's wait to talk about casting and directing and all that for this new trilogy until we finish our sequel trilogy that we're on. But other news that dropped with this is the fact that there's going to be a new Star Wars live-action TV show. Now, this is something that's been in the works at Lucasfilm for a long time. George Lucas wanted to do it, I believe, around 2002, 3, 4, like in between episodes 2 and 3. George Lucas was talking about this. It was going to be called Star Wars Underworld, and I believe it had something to do with the seedy underbelly of Coruscant, like the gangsters and the bounty hunters and stuff that lived on Coruscant. George Lucas had about 100 episodes written, but it was too expensive to do it the way George Lucas wanted to do it, so they ultimately just scrapped it. And it's also going to launch on Disney's new streaming service. Some people are against that. I don't have a problem with it because I was planning on subscribing to that anyways when it comes out. No news about a new animated show. Rebels is ending in a couple weeks, and they haven't mentioned anything about what's going on past Rebels, but you can assume at one point we're going to have a CG animated show, a live-action animated show, and a Rian Johnson headed up trilogy. It's gonna be awesome. Overall, yes, I'm super psyched about this news of Rian Johnson doing a new trilogy. I love Rian Johnson and what he's done so far. You could make the argument that it's too early to get excited for this because we haven't seen The Last Jedi. And yeah, if The Last Jedi ends up sucking, I'm sure Lucasfilm will kind of pull back and reevaluate their plans. But I'm just so set on The Last Jedi right now, I don't see it being bad. It's definitely possible, but I have just mountains of faith in Rian Johnson right now. I can't wait for episode 8, I can't wait for his new trilogy, and I can't wait for this new live-action TV show. It's a good time to be a Star Wars fan. So, the news of a new Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy set outside of the Skywalker universe. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, you can click subscribe and check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you guys next time.